Hey, hello, folks. Someone has rightly said, what you focus on grows. So, here I am today once again with you to share 5 powerful practical steps to focus on your priorities. See, each one of us have our own set of priorities every single day. We live with our priorities, but how many of us are actually in reality able to accomplish even a percentage of that? That's $1 million question, because that is what I keep encountering from most of my students. So I thought, for the larger interest of everyone, let me share some examples and some pointers here with all of you. One is focus on work. Now, what do I really mean by focus on work? I hope you guys have your pen and notepad diaries on with you. So if you don't have it, just go quickly grab it and I'll hold on for a quick 5 seconds. Okay, I'm assuming now that you guys already have it. Okay, so focus on work. Do challenging tasks at the best time. So my mentors have really taught me this particular thing, that a lot of times we do all small things right through the day, only to realize that by the time the day is about to end, we haven't still accomplished what was most important for us to be achieved. So do the most challenging task. Do something which you really want to accomplish for that day. Maybe it might be a presentation, an important assignment. You had to read a chapter, maybe if you're a student, or you had to prepare a presentation, you had to do some analytical review and stuff like that. Do all of that at the best time. Now, generally speaking, the best time differs for people, but the way I see and the way I understand, the way it works for me very well is the morning time. So if for you also the morning time works well, spend your time in the morning with yourself. Put your greatest concentration and undivided attention to that particular task. You'll see how it magically starts to generate results for you. The second one is stay motivated. Come what may, until unless we have our own internal motivation on and upbeat to say that, okay, whatever are my plans, I'm going to achieve those plans. You have to start to believe in your own self, and that's where self-motivation and that inner drive, that belief into your own self holds a lot of importance. You have to start with the premise that come what may, I am here, I am going to achieve whatever I have planned for the day. So that's the second pointer under this. The third point is, most of us keep juggling with multiple team members, multiple tasks at the same time. So we want to accomplish so many things at the same time. The challenge really with this particular thing is that we get pulled across all different directions, and every time that we get pulled for different directions, what happens? Stress for us increases, because we start to think saying, okay, this is what I had planned, I haven't been able to accomplish this, and we start to analyze, or probably in our mind we start to speak saying we haven't been productive. And that's where that mind chat, to manage that mind chatter well, you have to also ensure that whatever is important for you, whatever is your priority, you first focus all your energies into the planned priorities, and then the balance time should actually go into all the balance stuff. And that brings me to the point of prioritizing. So prioritizing is what? In terms of sequencing your work, pick one task and focus on it intensely. So if the single task that you had in your mind is, I have to first finish off my presentation, only then will I actually get into anything else, focus on that presentation, ensure that it gets done. Maybe even if it takes 1 or 2 hours extra, it doesn't matter, but just get it done. Avoid juggling into multiple things at the same time. And then avoid narrow focus. What it means is, don't get into a lot of reaction mode. A lot of times you'll get phone calls, you'll get pulled saying, okay, this meeting is happening, why didn't you just come and give your viewpoint? See, as per research, you must understand that it typically takes people around 15 to 20 minutes to come back into the same deep thinking mode. So if you don't want to waste too much of time, it's important that you don't get into firefighting mode. Avoid that situation and scenario as much as possible. I know it might take time, it's not going to happen overnight, because that's a habit that you have to cultivate into yourself, and habits is something which takes time, but with practice and perseverance, it's 101% possible. So that's the first of the 5. The second part is eliminate distractions. As part of elimination of distraction, what is very important is, we are living in a highly evolved world of digitization, where our life is literally being ruled by tech gadgets. Why am I saying that? Because that's what I understand from most of the people. Instead of we ruling the tech gadgets are ruling us. They are more in control of us rather than we being in control of them. And how do you generate more control over the tech gadget? When you switch off all the notifications, when you start to bring restraint, that this is the time that you are not going to get into social media, this is the time that you are not going to get into other sort of stuff. If you can start to bring that little discipline in your work, you will see how this can really create a lot of magic. And let me tell you, you cannot really focus on your work in terms of priority with a lot of notifications, because something something will keep popping up all the time. Emails and messages will keep flowing through, and our mind needs dopamine, right? The moment you see something, you get that aha moment, that epiphany that comes into your head saying, okay, I have seen this. Yes, I need to talk to this person. Okay, this gentleman has done great work. Okay, let me just call him and then quickly congratulate him. It's just going to take a minute. And you see, with all of this, what happens? Time multiplies. And then ongoing conversation. So a lot of times we end up, getting into ongoing conversation with all of these stakeholders, colleagues, friends, family, client, all of those people, depending upon whatever, stage of your life that you are in. If you are a student, probably it's your friend. If you're a working professional, then it can be your client or someone in your office and workspace and stuff like that. So make sure that you eliminate distractions for any work that you're involved in, and the way you eliminate distractions is by bringing in a high degree of self-control, switching off notifications, keeping your phone in silent mode more than anything else. That's also extremely important. The third one, and this is one of my favorite, this is called the Pomodoro technique. What the Pomodoro technique says is, just set up a timer on your mobile phone or whatever timer that you typically use, and focus intensely for these 25 minutes only on that particular task. Don't do anything else. When you start to focus deeply on a particular task, what's going to happen? You are putting in all your energy into that task, and the probability of you achieving something better than what you had thought is extremely high in a scenario like this. So because your entire goal, you're focused on one single thing to be achieved. The only task is you're focused for this short-term period. Yeah. So this is the third one. Fourth one is choose a single point of focus. Now, a lot of times people talk about multitasking as a positive trait. I always used to believe in this for many, many years, because I have also been a strong multitasker. Only over a period of time did I realize that multitasking is actually not good. And when I learned it from my mentors that multitasking is actually bad, I could start to relate, saying, okay, why was I not able to probably achieve the results in a shorter span of time? Why did a certain set of results took me much longer time? And the result in reality was that I was focusing on too many things. I was doing too many things. We can do too many things. There's no problem in that. The real challenge is we can't focus on too many things. Multitasking is fine, but you can't have multi-focus. I can't watch a movie on the television also and along with my mobile phone also. I'll not be able to watch all the scenes. I'm sure it's relatable, right? It's a genuine problem for everyone. Because what happens is every time that you do multitasking, you have to keep switching on and off the context. What is the context there? What's the context here? What's the context on this particular assignment? What's the context on this particular assignment? What's the context with person A? What's the context with person B? All of that back and forth is going to create a lot of hue and cry in your head here. So this undermines your ability to concentrate. Your focus comes down significantly. A lot of times we feel that anything that is coming to us is urgent as well as important. That's not really the case. You always have to segregate, saying, do I need to really give my attention to this particular point at this particular point in time? Yes or no? If it's a no, then just park it aside and then just move on. So this is the fourth one. The fifth one is define your identity. Define who you are and who you really want to be. So start with your desired identity. Today you are person A, but you desire to become a person B. What are the quality and what are the traits that a person B really needs to have into himself or herself? If you start to think about those traits, you will start to think, saying, okay, I need to bring in this degree of self-control into myself for me to become my new identity. Define yourself as someone who is indistractable. You will not get carried away by distractions, and you will act accordingly. If you are able to adopt these 5 pointers, which are very, very practical, as I said right at the beginning, I'm sure magic will truly happen. What are your key takeaways that you're picking from here? Do comment in the chat box below. And just to close, the closing message from my side is very clear. Your focus determines your reality. So decide what you want to focus on and put 100% into it. Success is all yours. Cheers, God bless, and bye-bye.